Hello everyone and welcome to Our Ventura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. On today's show we're going to talk about biking here in Ventura County, and our special guest is Derek Towers. He is the bike coordinator for the City of Ventura bike program. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
We're very happy to have you, and we want to hear more about Bike Ventura, which is a really good program here in the Ventura County area that gives people a lot of incentive to get out there on their bike and move around a little bit. Okay, so welcome, and we want to talk to you a little bit about your role as the bike coordinator for the city and what you do.
Yeah, so I became the bicycle coordinator in about 2012.
Okay.
I had previously committed myself to becoming a daily commuter in 2008 for 2 years. Got in an accident, so obviously that upped my degree of safety that I wanted to feel, and so it was kind of a natural fit. I was already in the transportation division, and we had, in the adoption of our bicycle master plan, identified having a bicycle coordinator for the city, and our transportation manager saw a perfect fit, so they moved me into that position.
Very good. And it is a very important position because biking here in Ventura is very popular not only with locals but also visitors, so you really attract a lot of people that like to come here to use their bikes, so it's really important. I think the City Bike Ventura program is growing very, very fast.
Yes.
So I'd like you to talk about that a little bit and what you are doing with the program, and we'll start out with the Bicycle Master Plan.
Yeah, so the Bicycle Master Plan was adopted in 2011.
Okay.
Within it, there are a lot of projects identified that came about through an advisory group that spent a little over a year with our transportation manager identifying both projects and actions that the city could take to be more bike friendly.
All right.
And so after the adoption, it was full speed ahead with the projects. And some of those were, we started with Loma Vista, where we did what's called a road diet, or some in the business prefer to call it a road buffet because it allows choices for everyone. And basically what it is reducing the auto-centric-ness of a road and catering both to vehicles that use the road, pedestrians, and bicyclists. And so on Loma Vista, we reduced the number of lanes and took that extra space to make not just bike lanes there, but buffered bike lanes, which are both a bike lane and an additional little space next to the cars to kind of prevent people from getting into door zones, which are
which
major
can be very dangerous. Yes,
exactly.
That's true. So the bike program is, we should reiterate, is part of the transportation department.
Correct.
Which gives you a lot of incentive to make things go smoothly. You want to help the traffic flow as well as the bikers. So it's both really important. Let's talk a little bit about bicycle education and what you do in that realm for people here in Ventura County.
Yeah, so that was another piece that was identified as being lacking in the city when we did the bicycle master plan. And so the first piece that we launched, several staff members became league certified bicycle instructors. And we became the original teachers. We did the program with several members of our local bike club, Channel Islands Bike Club. They also, in coordination with the city, became local instructors, and we began our adult bicycle education program. At first, it was an extremely intense course. Myself and several instructors were trying to cater it towards potentially future instructors. And so we were setting the bar really high, and the courses were a little long. Since then, we've adjusted it to be way more accommodating to anybody who wants to learn the rules of the road and not necessarily wanting to be an instructor. So we do those now through Bike Ventura, a nonprofit organization. We do them every other month, and in collaboration with them, I work with Bike Ventura to set up the monthly training sessions, and then I hand it off to a different set of instructors now that run it.
And we should point out that the bicycle education program that you have is both for younger kids, 6th grade and above, and also for adults.
Right. So there's two completely separate programs.
Right.
The one through Bike Ventura is adult. Kids as young as 13 can come if they have a parent.
Oh, good. Okay.
But in the last year, we have launched probably one of the greatest programs, in my opinion, for the City of Ventura, and that's our 6th grade bicycle education program.
Okay.
And part of the reason that this has been so incredible is it's connected all of the groups that have been involved in improving cycling in Ventura, from Cycle Cow Coast. VCTC had a portion of giving us grants. Again, Channel Islands Bike Club gave us some grants to buy a bicycle fleet that we take to each of the schools.
Okay.
REI was the company that we purchased the bikes through, and that connection was made through an individual at Cycle Cow Coast.
Okay.
Bike Ventura, again, is leading our instruction. They go out to each of the middle schools, 6th grade. It's a week-long program in their PE classes. Day one is all in the classroom. Kids are a little bit not as excited about that. They want to get out there and ride.
Right.
And then the rest of the week is all on the bike.
Right.
And it culminates in...
So it's a real collaborative effort.
It's a huge... That's been the best part to me, is just building the human infrastructure to make something like this happen.
And I think what's really important, bottom line, is that you really want to have people enjoy getting on their bike and exploring Ventura County. I mean, whether it's just going to the store or just riding around your own neighborhood or going out on a bike trail, you really want to have that enjoyment on your bike.
Yeah, I mean, we live in a city that's got perfect weather.
Oh, sure.
I mean, maybe not today, but we finally get some rain.
Yeah.
And we're relatively flat, and so it's ideal.
That's right. That's good. I think also, bottom line, we want to state that safety should always come first, and you will know that firsthand, having had a bicycle accident. It can really derail, plans to keep biking for a while. But if you really love the sport of cycling or biking, it's really important that you pay attention to safety measures. What are some of the things you would suggest to people as far as safety goes?
So the League of American Bicyclists, which is the group that gave us the instructor certification, one of their things that they say is, as far as cyclists goes, same rules, same road, same rights, same responsibility. Okay. And so as a cyclist, the most important thing is to behave predictably. And that is one of the cornerstones of safe behavior. Okay. If people can know what to expect from you, then they can behave appropriately and safely. So as far as specific practices, we have 1/3 of our vehicle and bike accidents are from wrong way riding.
Okay.
So if you cannot do that, you've reduced your chances immediately by
which is very helpful.
Huge degree.
That makes a big difference.
Same thing, sidewalk riding. Generally, as an adult, it carries a lot of extra dangers.
Is that right?
Because when you have somebody on a sidewalk, you're expecting, as a driver, a certain speed. Okay. And so if a driver pulls up to make a turn and they look down the sidewalk, and they actually maybe see you, but after you've driven for a long time, you start making all these calculations in your mind that, oh, they're this distance away, I have this amount of time. Sure. And then you begin to go, and because somebody's on a bike traveling at an unexpected speed on the sidewalk, you get some problems.
I think the one thing that bothers me is sometimes I'll see people riding a bike, even in this day and age, how important a helmet is, and you will not see somebody wearing a helmet. I think that really resonates with people, that you should always be wearing protective gear, especially a helmet.
Yes, helmets, I mean, it's your brain.
It is.
So that's kind of an important function for you. it might not be the most fashionable, but it's going to protect the most important piece.
It is very, very important. And again, as you will say, safety is something that should always be addressed.
Critical. And I think the other piece from my accident that I learned is visibility.
Okay.
So in addition to a helmet, I almost always ride with a bright vest, some kind of bright clothing.
Okay.
And then in addition to that, I almost always ride with daytime running lights. We're doing it in cars now, so why not do it on your bike, day or night? I actually ride with more than one light if I have them all functioning.
So you're saying
just helps.
It is really important to have that visibility so somebody can see you, whether you wear like a neon shirt or something bright enough. The bicycle attire that you wear is very, very crucial.
Yeah, it definitely hugely improves your safety.
Okay. That's good to know. That's very important. I think that, in my perspective, I would like to see more people get off the couch and get on the bike. Is that something that you would like to see more of as well, since you are bringing this to us, and this program is so important to the city? We would like to see people do that more. How do you accomplish that, though?
Well, that's definitely a trick. I mean, to me, that's one of the amazing things about cycling.
Okay.
Is it touches so many of these key pieces in our daily lives.
Right.
Transportation, if you're using it for transportation, it's a huge benefit to the environment.
Okay.
It's a huge benefit to your health. Happens to save you a few dollars.
Sure.
And it's fun.
Right.
You get on a bike and it's hard not to smile.
Right.
And so in getting off of the couch, a big piece of that is feeling safe.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're doing with the infrastructure improvements, building better facilities out there so that people do feel comfortable to ride.
Right.
Like I said, we've got the beautiful scenery, so that part's already covered and great weather. And I think...
And it's important, I think, to start slow and small. Yeah. You don't have to be cycling 20 miles. You can just get out there and just ride around the neighborhood to start out with, just to get, yourself a little bit more acclimated to riding around a little bit more. That's a start.
Ride to your local park.
Yeah.
In the neighborhood.
Take the kids and, get everybody together.
Exactly.
It's a great outing, and it's really not going to cost you that much.
And usually it's close.
Right. Yeah.
Your local park is maybe a couple miles away.
Right.
And then you get to the park and you get to enjoy our beautiful parks.
Absolutely. That makes all the difference. If you can, could you share the website where we could find more information on the Bike Ventura program? So
the city's recent changes to our website, the best method to get there is City of Ventura. .ca.gov.
Okay.
And then at the top of the page there is the term services, the word services.
Okay.
And then underneath that is bicycle services.
Wonderful.
So that'll take you to the bicycle page.
Good. So we could learn a little bit more about all that you're doing within the transportation department.
Yes.
For the bike program.
Exactly.
Very good. Well, thank you so very much, Derek Towers, for joining us today on OurVentura TV. I appreciate all your information, and we want to get everybody out there to cycle a little bit more. Great.
Me too.
Thank you for joining us today on OurVentura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, everyone.